Never forget why you're here and why you do what you do. No matter what content you are creating, what platform it is, never kneel to any naysayers or anyone that tells you shouldn't be doing what you do. Don't worry about them haters. Trash collects itself. Anybody that's out there trying to talk trash on you, trying to keep you down, don't worry about them. The trash collects itself. Block, move on, laugh at it. Don't even acknowledge it if you need to, but never forget your own worth. Never forget who you are, why you do what you do. Always believe in yourself. Fight for what you believe in. Stand up for your modern myths. Stand up for your political or religious persuasion, whatever it is that makes you a better person, whatever makes you feel whole, your morals, who you are as a person. Never kneel to anybody's bullshit and never back down. Brothers and sisters out there, I love you. You're gonna have a great Rogue Entertainment tonight. Got a lot of good topics to talk about, and I can't wait to see you in a few minutes. Never kneel, y'all.
We do not kneel.
On a cold winter morning, in the time before the light, in flames of damp, eternal rain, we ride towards the fight. When the darkness is falling down, in the times of tough or right, the sound of evil laughter falls around the world tonight. Fighting hard, fighting on for the steel, through the wastelands evermore. The skeletons will feel the hell bodies wasted on the shore. Under blackest flames in hell's domain, we watch the last they go. In fire's pain, now once again we love. So now we fly ever free, we free before the thunderstorm. On towards the wilderness, southwest daring storm. Far beyond the sundown, far beyond the moonlight, deep inside our hearts and all our souls. So far away, we wait for the day, for the lights all so wasted and gone. We feel the pain of a lifetime lost in 1,000 days. Through the fire and the flames we carry on. If the red days dawn in, and the lightning cracks the sky, they'll raise their hands to the heavens above with resentment in their eyes. Running back through the mid-morning light, there's a burning in my heart. We're banished from the time in the fallen land to a life beyond the stars. In your darkest dreams, see to believe our destiny is tied, and then the sea will all be free tonight. And on the wings of a dream, so far beyond reality, all alone in desperation, now the time has gone. Lost inside, you'll never find, lost within my own mind. Day after day, this misery must go on. So far away, we wait for the day, for the lights all so wasted and gone. We feel the pain of a lifetime lost in 1,000 days. Through the fire and the flames we carry on. Now here we stand with that blood on our hands. We fought so hard, now can we understand? Now break the seal of this curse if I possibly can, for freedom of every man.
This is where we hold them!
So far away, we wait for the day, for the lights all so wasted and gone. We feel the pain of a lifetime lost in 1,000 days. Through the fire and the flames we carry on.
chat. What's going on, guys? Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. I'm going to get to you guys and say hello and thank you very much for being here. Please hit the like, share the link and smash the like. Couldn't even get my own shit right. Thank you, guys. Before we start, I would like to introduce someone who I got to meet at the Geeks and Gamers meetup over there at Culture's Crib. Great person, works for Bounding in the Comics, has a great YouTube channel, some of the best panels I've ever seen. Please, guys, welcome Society Reviews. How you doing, brother?
What up? What's going on, brother?
Not much, man. Just live streaming. Another weekend, another life.
Oh, yeah. Got a lot of things going on tonight. I know a lot of people, you wrestling fans, are talking all about the Royal Rumble, so I'm having a great time getting into Twitter fights with nerds over the internet. That's fine. And outside of that, just here on a Saturday night with you guys. So what's up?
Not much, man. Why don't you tell everybody about your channel and what you do over there?
Society Reviews on YouTube.com. We have YouTube. We have a Twitch stream. We also have Twitter as well. So basically what I do there is that I do 2 weekly streams every week. I do a Monday night movie review stream with my good buddies Rob Motto and Rick Aragon. And then on Tuesday nights, we come together for the Barroom Podcast. Myself, Rick, Cassie, C.S. Johnson, Orange Hat Reviews, Nerdigans, and a bunch of other good people who join us in. We just talk about the news of the week. We stay in the lane of like entertainment news. So it's always something related to TVs, movies, pop culture, things of that nature. And I think we went completely all in on that terrible Velma HBO show that's on right now, that horrible thing, and then just other news that we talk about throughout the day. So that's kind of the video portion. Then I have the Bounding in the Comics stuff, Bounding in the Sports. I have my own site, Society Reviews, which I do, movie reviews and other entertainment stuff there as well. So there's always something going on with me, depends on where it is.
Oh, man, it's good to see you, dude. I have to say,
right.
You're a big guy too. I didn't realize how short I was until I saw you.
Yeah, I thought that maybe people would be like average height, and I was like, oh no, I'm just kind of towering over people. It's like, oh, that's great.
No, man, great times, man. Also with us tonight, there be Rogues here, one of the greatest storytellers in this community, who has a wonderful book out there, Infantile Chronicles, second one coming out soon. Guys, please welcome to the panel, Chris Fisk. What's up, brother?
Hey, thanks for having me, man.
Absolutely, dude. What's going on with you? Tell us a little bit about what you do, bro.
I'm definitely a storyteller. Was it last year? We ran, now 2 years ago. We successfully ran our crowdfunding campaign for the first book in the Infantile Chronicles graphic novel series. You can actually go to our website at infinitalechronicles.com and check out our books. Again, the first book was successfully crowdfunded and it's now available on Amazon. And the second book, we're hoping to kick off the crowdfunding campaign for it. And the cool thing about it is because it's number 2, everything's doubled. The page count, it's over 100 pages. The first one was 54 pages. And the cool thing about it is we got, instead of just variant covers, we got variant books. So as you can see here on the website, you can preview the first 15 pages for free. And we actually have another art team working on the same book. So you get 2 windows into the same universe. We're hoping, it's kind of crazy. It's something new, and we're hoping it pays off. So yeah, check us out at infinitalechronicles.com, and you get to see kind of what we're doing with our books. 10 of them are planned. So we're, now in our second step into that 10-page trek.
That's awesome, dude. Chris, guys, please send out links. My mom's out there for Infantile Chronicles. And, dude, appreciate you being here, man. Thank you so much for showing up. I know
Sweet, man.
We got the Royal Rumble later. As we're
Oh yeah!
Oh yeah!
If only Hogan could still wrestle, they definitely would throw him out there too. So
yes.
Next up is my co-host, my rogue brethren, Mr. Tickle Trunk. What's going on, bro?
What's a Hogan?
What?
So in the 1980s, there was like this thing called pro wrestling, and he was kind of like pretty big at it for a while. Then he went bald, and then he joined the NWO. Then he was also big in the 90s as well, and then he's just been kind of doing that whole thing for the last few years.
Hollywood Hogan was my favorite. Hollywood Hogan was my favorite Hogan. I love that one.
Yeah,
that was perfect, man.
Well, he started off as a heel.
Did he?
Yeah, the Hulk Hogan, when he first came out with the blue leggings, he was a bad guy.
Oh yeah. I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Oh,
hell yeah.
I didn't even know that. That
was before the Hulkamania days, though. That was way back in the day.
That's when I started Hulkamania. That's when I got involved.
Let me tell you something, brother.
What you gonna do?
How many T-shirts did you rip trying to emulate that?
How many did you try to rip until you realized that you couldn't rip it because his was already pre-ripped beforehand? So it's like,
I'm glad nobody saw this.
yep. Like you're sitting there like 8 years old, like trying to like tear it and just won't budge.
Damn you, polyester!
Man, thank you guys for being here. I appreciate you in the chat. What's up, Kenzo? Good to see us. It's hail, Steve, all the Rogue Entertainment crew. We do not kneel. Good to see you in the Legion of Memers chat earlier. Hail the Fellowship, hail the Legion, and hail the Fellowship. Legion of Memers, great group of people over there.
Yeah.
Spirit Soldier might stop, or Soldier Spirit might stop through if he can. And good to see the memes of destruction out there, buddy. Great live streams. Good intellect. Loves to show himself running off and sweating. So if you're into that kind of thing, check out his Instagram. We don't hate here. If you're into sweating dudes, that's your man right there.
Yeah.
What's up, Keely Chow? Hail to you, brother. Nice to see you, man. Tita Bojan, Heavy Rogues here. What's up? The Clean Your Peen cheerleader. Guys, please remember to clean your peen for independent creators like Chris Fisk. It's very important. It has nothing to do with supporting them, but do not make a meal for Stinky Eel. Thank you very much. Appreciate you. Let's see. Papa Cotton in the house. What's up? The troll, the mod himself. What's up, Papa Cotton? Parlay, brother. Nice to see you, man. Thank you for stopping by. Zombie Box Reviews. What's up, dude? Good to see you. We'll see you in the chat later, no matter what stream it's in. We are going to have some good streams going on. Angela Draven's going to be covering the Royal Rumble later on, I believe. And so we got that going on. We also got Scott, my boy Scott's working his podcast. Going to have another one of my friends, Gary Nerdrotic, over there. Going to have a good time there. So no matter what you would like to watch, lots of streams happening tonight. Lots of good people. Please support your favorite independent creators and share out those links for them. Let's see. One Man Show is here. What's up, One Man Show? Thank you for all your comments. You're very enlightening. I like the way you make me think, brother. Thank you so very much for being here. Appreciate you. Time Prophet, another writer in the community. Hail, dude. Good to see you. Thank you for being here. Abominations with us. What's up, man? What up? How you doing? Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you. Guys, I gotta ask you a question. I saw something, and I didn't know what it was on the internet.
Oh yeah. Dude, that's like an exorcism. Like that's like the worst signer I've ever seen.
I want to ask my guest. What do you see here?
So apparently this is a leader of the Illuminati, and they're just watching this demonic possession happen in front of them as they drink blood and chant rituals.
I thought it was somebody on Flocka that just wandered in.
Mr. Tickle Trunk, is this from Canada? Is this what Canadians do?
If it is, they made a lot of money.
What the hell?
This is like someone who took like their first edibles ever.
No, you know what it is? This is what happens when first-person shooters are trying to play a game with a controller for the first time in the shooter game.
Yeah, this is Twitch plays interpretive dance.
Mm-hmm. Learning how to use a controller. Yeah,
it's like when you try to play Mortal Kombat and then you start having like a seizure halfway
Yeah.
through the game.
Yeah, somebody was trying to play that through the Fire and Flames intro on Guitar Hero, and that's what it looked like.
right. I didn't know. It has nothing to do with anything we're talking about tonight. I just was, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, it's like a video game when your foot glitches through the floor and your body just ragdolls like crazy.
It's almost as if we need to start throwing people back in the wacko basket. Like,
yeah,
that's what we should
bring back the asylums.
Bring them back. Deinstitutionalization did not work. Can we please get public funding for people with mental health? Lovely Sherry. What's up, Sherry? She said, looks like an expressive dance by a mental patient. Yeah. I don't know, Zax. That's what I was asking you. That's why I'm asking. Like, what do you think?
We had to crowdsource the answer.
When you take over someone's game and there's a horizontal inverted, right?
Yep, exactly. XY reverse. What's this? Which the jump button?
There's some crazy.
Like, hold on, let me figure out the controls, man.
My son does that. He puts the sensitivity on his controller up like to the maximum, and so as soon as I try, if he cans me the controller for a moment, I'm done for.
That's when you're trying to play like Call of Duty on like 12 sensitivity, and then it just like passes out.
It's not happening. It's not happening. I don't know. Let's see. Bringing up the next clip. We're gonna make fun of California for a minute. You guys okay with that? Is everybody in the chat?
That's an easy target.
Yeah, I'm born and raised in San Diego. I agree.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
My brother, did you escape?
I literally moved back here to Georgia about 3 months before the pandemic hit. So yeah, I literally escaped.
Yeah.
Just in time. Just in time. Your
Oh,
local convenience stores are like this.
Oh my
Now-
god. Yeah, dude. Look at this. Like, this is the death of retail right here. Like, we're gonna see just 100% digital currency.
No, see, you have to feel bad for the people who are stealing because they need this more than you.
Yeah, but what
They're
about
wearing
the people
masks.
that are working minimum wage there that no longer have a job because that store closed because
No,
you
you
know
see,
what I mean? Like,
that store is capitalism and it's bad, so we have to steal everything from them. That's how we win.
oh my god, yeah, I've seen that where they're like, capitalism is bad as they type that through their iPhone. Like,
Yeah.
it's like,
They got insurance, man.
yeah, what insurer is going to go, oh, you live in San Diego, or you live in like a blue city?
Yeah.
Yeah, here's your insurance premiums. Good luck trying to keep up.
Oh, you live in Reseda? Okay, well, good luck with that.
Yo, why is there a laugh out loud emoji on the return of the insurer? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. Apparently, in California, they said that stealing's not a crime, or of a certain, what is it? You can steal a certain amount of.
yeah, under
Yeah.
900
Under maybe like under 1,000 or something like that, and it's not technically a crime. So people are just like, well, if they're just going to let me steal this, I'll just take it.
Yeah, do you think they added up to like just below the amount, or they care? Do you think they put enough effort into the
I don't think so. I don't think they're like doing split second math. Like this isn't like a Mortal Kombat.
It's not like
fatality.
it's not like a cop's gonna like show up and then like start doing like a supermarket sweep game like in the middle of the street. Be like, turns out your total was $864. You get off this time. It's like no.
Standing at the door with a calculator.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know if they. Fire Prophet said that they even try the clothes on.
It's like the Price is Right. You go $1 over, you're just going straight to jail.
See, Tina says this isn't Walmart, but an Addy store. Crazy. Well, I mean, I don't think it matters where they're stealing from.
Yeah.
And
Then again, I mean, on one level, this is a lot of the big corporations' fault because they support a lot of these policies that are now biting them in the ass anyway. So it's like, it's not like Adidas is all of a sudden going to be like, hey, look, can we get more police walking the streets and, I don't know, stripping some of these criminal laws so that people won't be robbing our store anymore? They're going to keep doubling down on, oh, yeah, no, defund the police. Let's release all the criminals. And, yeah, let people steal things as they slowly close down stores. So, hey, this is part of your fault. So, I mean, I don't know what you want me to say.
Yeah.
To you.
Dude, it's so frustrating because we know what the end game is. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you look at it and it's what does this look like to the nth degree? And you see these people who are in like inner cities, who are in the city areas, and they're like, I got to get on a bus, hop on a bus, and it takes like an hour and a half to 2 hours or whatever to go to the nearest Target. And it's like, yeah, because the Target that was in your neighborhood was robbed blind and shut down. And what's going to happen is that's going to happen everywhere. Eventually, you're going to be left with Amazon or nothing. You know what I mean? Like, it's going to be order it online or you're not getting it.
Yep, Amazon purchases through your central bank digital currency.
Yep,
right.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's like it's same thing as like Walmart that goes into towns and then just destroys all the local businesses.
Oh my god! Yeah, Main Street just gets wiped out.
Yeah, that's great. What is this, Mr. Tickle Trunk? What do you have here?
Oh, this is real Canadian interpretive dance. This is stuff we actually.
Okay.
If you're ready, everyone sit down.
Okay, I'm sitting.
It's the intro to
do I have to
Degrassi
share
Junior
sound?
High.
Is that not a thing? Hold on.
You have to share the sound. Yes.
God,
Yeah,
these Tim
what
Horton
the fuck
commercials
am I
are getting
looking at?
weird.
Can you hear it?
No audio.
I see enough.
I have a feeling
You're
we're gonna
watching
hear
a
lot of clanging.
handicap.
Give me
You're
one
watching
second.
a handicapped man with a very large metal wrong.
Yes.
Is he? What is it? That tuning fork thing? Is he tuning? Is it in there or is it just outside of it?
Looking
Okay, there
for a
we go.
very
Should be
deep
good now.
vagina, apparently. All right, here we go.
Okay, let's just rewind that to get the full effect.
Yeah, please. Thanks.
Okay, ready?
Oh, echo.
If you can't hear it, let me know.
We can hear it.
Perfect. You need the audio for the full effect on this one. We Canadians paid for this, by the way.
Is that Prince William?
Imagine being in the audience as this happened.
Okay, that's enough of that. Okay, we're good.
Faith in humanity lost.
That's when you look over to your wife and be like, did we just ask for a refund? Like, should we just,
Just book it. Don't make eye contact. Just book it. This is their kids' like high school recital.
Yeah.
I don't even thank you. Oh Lord,
This new Twisted Sister album sucks.
That was not metal.
Bang your little head. Like,
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Here's another good one. Hey, what do you guys think of this interpretive dance?
oh yeah. You know what's sad is the people of Memphis, where this is taking place, their taxes is going up.
Oh, yeah.
They're going to
Everything's
buy
going
this.
up.
Yep. Fortunately, he gets pulled off and arrested afterwards.
Oh, they actually arrested one?
Oh yeah, yeah. You see the cop right there at the bottom?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Him and like 5 other guys just yank his ankle and pull him off. But what is so?
But you also have to
this
remember
about?
is that they're in New York, so he got out like 20 minutes later. So
Oh yeah, yeah, exactly. The revolving door.
He said he was Mexican.
Democrat DA.
so now it's apparently we have like George Floyd or Rodney King 2.0 happening right now because there was like a video that got released on Twitter yesterday about a bunch of cops in Memphis beating the crap out of some guy. I don't even know if he lived or died or not, but they were like going like pretty hard on him. So clearly he must have done something to have pissed him off because that wasn't just some regular arrest. But because the video is out now, now everyone's like destroying and burning down their cities again. Just like it's almost like become a circle now, right?
Well,
That's
you
like,
see how they're trying to bring race into it too? They're like, this poor black man was beaten. It's like, dude, did you see the cops who were doing it?
All 5 cops were black.
Yeah, but somehow that's some
of
white supremacy. Like,
no. CNN unironically did an article yesterday saying that the cops were black, but this was because of white supremacy.
how? Show me the math. Like, how does this connect? Like, I want to see your work.
Did a good video about it. Mark of the Sea did a great video about that topic. Guys, go check out the Gospel According to Mark of the Sea. Dude, we live in a time where reality gets shifted to a narrative. Like facts don't matter, haven't mattered. It's whatever narrative needs to be said.
No, it's to the point now where they're just straight up lying to your face and getting away with it. Like they're not even like trying to be subtle anymore. Like they know that they can write an article like that and about 50-60% of the people reading that is going to believe it without hesitation. Like that's where we are now.
Yeah, but to them though, they're not lying. They just have different definitions for the same words that we use.
Use your truth. Like,
yeah, exactly.
Right.
So they're using their own truth to say this stuff. They're not lying. As far as they're concerned, they're telling the truth.
What pisses me off the most is, did you see the color of the people that are rioting here?
Yeah, they're all white.
Oh
people.
Yeah. They bust in, like with the Rittenhouse thing. They bust in these white dudes to protest about a black man's death. Make it make sense.
The ones they had here in Atlanta, turns out that like out of like the 6 people that they arrested, only like 1 or 2 were actually local. I think it was only just like 1 person was actually from Atlanta. So everybody else is coming in from out of town or out of state or whatever the case is.
People who look for this stuff, they're looking for trouble. They want to break something, and anytime there's an opportunity to break something, they're there to break something.
Well, it reminds me of like
we're setting on fire.
You guys, have you guys ever watched the channel Serpenzade or Lao Wei? They cover a lot of stuff about China. So they have this one episode about something called the Dongbei Mafia, and they basically the CCP, the government, hires. I don't know how much if I can say this without Mama Susan trashing it, but I'll try to.
We're going at Mama Susan today, so yeah, just go for it.
Oh, okay. Well, so what the CCP does is they'll like they want to make a new highway. They want to bulldoze all these houses and make a new highway that runs through this area. And they go to the people who own the houses, or technically own the houses because you can't own property in China. You lease it for 60 years. They go to the house and say, "Hey, we'll pay you this money. Get out of the house. We're gonna bulldozer it over and put pave a road down." And the owners are like, "Screw you. We got another 59 years on this thing. This is our house." So China then goes and finds a bunch of lowlives, from Dongbei or whatever, one of the provinces, bunch of people that are gangsters, violent big dudes or whatever. And out of nowhere, Suddenly the house gets burned down and vandalized, and the owner of the house gets his ass kicked or whatever. And then China comes in and it's like, or the CCP comes in and is like, oh, that's such a shame. Your house was burned down. Here's half of what we were offering. Now get the fuck out.
But it's important to note that at least they're not real communists, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
But
the most
I foresee that. I see that same tactic being used with Antifa. Like these white dudes, like the people that Rittenhouse took out, those were not good people. Those weren't like I'm a resident of this town and I'm really upset with this.
Yeah,
No,
aside
this
from
was,
the fact that all of them
literal
assaulted him
pedophiles.
physically.
yeah,
Or pulled
exactly.
a gun on him.
Yeah, he
Aside
defended
from that
himself.
fact, yes.
A minor literally shot and killed a pedophile, and they're upset.
JoJo went out the same way he lived his
Yeah,
life.
Hispanic minor shoots white kitty diddler, and they're all angry about it.
Yep.
God, and it's like, how is this making our neighborhoods better? How, all of the money and stuff that was gathered by all these all this crap.
Yeah.
How come these neighborhoods aren't better? Like, what about the black owners that were like crying about their businesses being obliterated, their
Yeah, they don't
livelihoods
care.
destroyed?
Well, see,
They
that's the
don't care.
problem in and of itself. You think that they actually want to make things better. They don't. This is a power grab. It's
Yep.
like they're essentially trying to get, because the people in charge figured out a long time ago, hey, look, we can't win a war by bloodshed because that has bad optics. So we'll just convince the people to submit their rights and give them under the guise that, hey, you're doing it for the good cause, right? This is why we're getting this whole World Economic Forum climate change nonsense that's going on. Is essentially getting you to accept a lower standard of living under the guise that you're doing it to help the environment. You're doing it to save the planet.
Yeah, in the same
Eat
way
the
that
bugs.
the same way that the Patriot Act took a lot of our civil rights away, just without us even knowing it. The ability to surveil us, to come and arrest you. For
Yeah, but it's about being a patriot, isn't it? Isn't that's the name, right?
right.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
Just the
got the
same way
Hulk Hogan
Antifa,
thing.
they're anti-fascist. That's in the name, right? So that's
Yeah,
obviously what.
just like the Inflation Reduction Act. It's literally going to reduce inflation, right?
Exactly.
The Democratic
in the
people
name.
of North
It's
Korea.
in the name. Why would it not do that?
It's almost like everyone who's full of shit is always full of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, rules for radicals. Always accuse your opponent of that which you do yourself.
Yeah, that's Antifa, but in a nutshell.
Yeah.
Yep. Tina Bojan says, if it'll come up, where'd it go? There it goes. In Illinois, they've outlawed cash bail for most crimes, including involuntary manslaughter and assault with a deadly weapon, because it discriminates against lower income classes.
Yeah.
And that is an example of pointing the finger at a certain group or a certain income group and saying, oh, well, they do most of these. So, it's like doing something nice acting like you're being nice under the guise of pointing a finger at.
It's the complete opposite, right? Because it's still on the one side, you have people will say, oh, well, see, they commit all the crimes, so they use that as persecution. But on the other side, it's like, oh, we don't like the crime statistics, so we're going to change the laws rather than address the problem.
Right.
So it's like, this is why you see so many people stealing from stores now, because it's like, oh yeah, we're locking up too many of the wrong people for things like theft, grand theft, things of that nature. So let's just get rid of the laws. That way, those people won't be in jail and there won't be such a discrepancy anymore. Instead, your crime rate just skyrocketed and your property value just plummeted. So
yeah. Like in BART, the Bay Area Transit over in San Francisco, they stopped allowing the surveillance footage of the crimes because it would promote racism. It's like, wait, what?
And by the way, don't think that these people don't utilize high crime rates to their advantage, because if your neighborhood completely goes to shit and the property value is lower, then guess who's going to be able to buy it for a nice cheaper price now?
Yep.
While you're struggling to keep afloat with mass hyperinflation as well.
Yeah.
Ni hao ma.
Completely unrelated. Papa Cotton in the chat starting shit. Putting on different clothes and mutilating your genitals doesn't change your gender. It makes you someone with bad fashion sense and mutilated genitals.
How dare you?
Thanks, Papa.
Es verdad.
What's up? Brightest days in the chat. Hail, brother. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you. Thank you guys so much. Please smash the like button, share out the link, and support your favorite independent creators out there. Thank you so much. We're going to talk a little bit about, we're towing the line tonight. So let's see if I still monetize tomorrow.
I'm so sorry.
It's already a death of Steve's monetization. It's activist.
This show is brought to you by Pfizer.
Is this real life?
let's see. As everybody on the up and up with the, I didn't even know who this chick was before this week.
Same
I
here.
mean,
I
I've
don't know
heard
who
her.
she is.
Yeah, I've heard her name so much, but I still don't know like who she is.
She looks like Rapinoe.
From what I understand, she was a chick that was being the resident hoe in rap videos, and then hanging out with rap artists, which is whatever. You know, live your life, live your truth. And then she claimed to be the victim of trafficking, sex trafficking, which is a serious fucking thing.
Oh yeah.
We deal with this; it's an epidemic in most circles, Hollywood, and politics, and.
Corporations.
She's been an advocate for this for the last couple of years, but unfortunately, she has been caught up in a lot of bullshit. Like, I didn't have a Twitter account before 2019, and there's tweets like her talking about her Twitter account in 2011. Her claim, from what we understand at this point, to being trafficked is someone was using her image to catfish.
That's not how trafficking works.
What?
Yes. Someone was using her image to catfish people on Twitter for money.
She was demanding more money for the women's football team? Or
no, she wasn't doing it. Other people were.
No, they were trafficking a picture of her.
Yes, they're catfishing with her image.
My JPEG, I feel so sorry.
And that's about it. That's exactly, Papa. Exactly.
She needs a dictionary thrown at her.
Yeah, hard.
Well, this is the thing, guys. She has the right friends, and one of her right friends is Elon Musk, who everybody's been praising, including myself, honestly, when he came and bought Twitter, because he was getting a lot of accounts restored, seemed to be on the level when it came to free speech for everybody. But that doesn't count for people who criticize his friend Eliza. And so far this week, Twitter accounts that have been suspended because of tweets asking questions have been a YouTuber by the name of Brittany Ventney. Don't know her. Don't really know her that well. Yellow Flash, apparently, and the Quartering. And I don't know the Quartering. I've streamed with him like twice, but I've been a fan of his for years. But his account was also locked out because they're asking questions. So it seems that our great hero Elon Musk is not about the free speech or creating an equal level playing ground on Twitter as we thought when it comes to having the right friends.
Well, is it him, or is it, because I know he's still got some what's his face from I can't remember. He's a gay conservative now, I guess. He's classical liberal. He visited their campuses or whatever, and apparently they were saying that there's still some enemies in the midst. There's still some lower people below him. Like, the king doesn't know what the barons are doing, so to speak. So it could be that, or it could be he's just like, look, man, it's my friend. You're screwed. Like, rules for me, not for thee.
Yeah, right. There's no way he doesn't know what's going on by now. This has been going on for about a week now. So
I'm sorry. Yeah, go ahead, brother.
No, I don't mean to cut you off. I can bother him forever.
No, keep talking. I love it.
So somebody linked the video that I saw, and it was just like her like shaking her butt cheeks and stuff, and like, she's pretty hot or whatever, whatever.
Well, it was funny. Like, I couldn't understand. Like, she was copyright claiming people, saying you can't use my video, but it's like, but that's not your song in the video that you're copyright claiming people. So how does that even work?
That's
the owner of the song, like BMI Records or whatever, could claim the copyright, not Eliza Bleu. Like, she sold her likeness for that video.
Yeah.
And that's what bothers me, is that if Elon, who eventually came on and said, look, the only way you'll get banned, the only way you'll do whatever is if you have a call to violence, or, there was a pretty like overt list. It wasn't this ambiguous list like we get here on YouTube, where it's a landmine, where it's like, did you fart and like your whole channel's nuked? But like, it was like, you cannot make a call to action. You can't make terrorist threats. You can't do this. It's like, okay, fine. So I don't know the full story. I don't know what Jeremy from the Quartering posted. I don't know what Brittany Venti canceled, and I don't know what Yellow Flash posted, because it was taken off before I had a chance to see it. But I highly doubt that they made any calls to action to, provoke violence against this woman.
I watched the Venti video. Culture Casino, shout out to Culture, guys. Please subscribe to Culture Casino. He sent me some of that info, and she was just asking exactly, because the timelines weren't aligning, the times that she said she was trafficking, and to where she was actually doing other things at the time in public. and she just asked for some clarification because Eliza had said she would never tell the story itself, what exactly had happened. She did on one live stream, and that video is out there floating around. But Ventney was just asking the question, can you confirm, at least the timeline or, what's going on? This is, human trafficking is something sex trafficking is something we should all stand against.
That's right.
Right. So, but that basically it. She was just asking questions, just asking for clarification as to why the statements that Eliza was making were different than the timeline of events that can be found online. And that was it. So we'll go through this a little bit. Let's see. Twitter is in the middle of another censorship scandal that may be returning to supposed free speech platform. Back to its version 1.0 roots in a pre-Elon Musk era. The series of events comes down to the heels after Stephen Crowder versus the Daily Wire divide, where the contract offered to Crowder by the Daily Wire is said to have required compliance with social media platform rules, sending conservative voices and pundits into a tizzy over ethics. Okay. Eliza Bleu is a social media personality and advocate for sex trafficking survivors. That's a positive thing. She is notably credited with working with Musk's team to improve the site functions before removing child exploitation materials from the platform. These are good things. Mm-hmm. And then, because on January 20th, the Streisand effect was on full display when Bleu addressed a provocative photo that was shared on YouTube. Content creator Brittany Ventney's Twitter account, along with a request for Bleu to clarify some of the timelines in her past. Ventney is also an outspoken advocate for trafficking survivors. So here is Eliza saying, I'm going to address this in one time only. A non-consensual photo was posted of me yesterday on Twitter. The photos have been removed. The source of the photo has also been contacted, and I'm preparing to escalate to the full extent of the law. Twitter did an outstanding job, and they will be excluded from legal action. There won't be anyone else involved spared. I take things all the way, and I have no chill. I'm a survivor and advocate. That doesn't stop with advocating for myself as a survivor. All of that in context is, whatever you to make of it. Let's see. And then the photos were screenshots from a publicly available World Star hip hop music video that had been online since 2016. How is that? How is that a non-consensual photo?
How is World Star Hip Hop still a thing in 2023?
Yeah. Another great question.
Yeah.
Let's see. The photo in question is a screenshot that came from video posted. Okay, already read that. Let's see. Additionally, I'm sorry. World Star Hip Hop series called Eye Candy. The video had been hosted on YouTube since February 19th, 2016, for nearly 7 years prior to Blue's claims that it was non-consensual and has since been removed under a third-party rights claim. Additionally, there were to click a link on the original video on the Twitter's platform with warnings pop up saying the site might be unsafe. World Star Hip Hop is unsafe. And so maybe YouTube.
Yeah.
Ask Suge Knight. He's the safest guy out there.
Oh, yeah. Legit. Ice, baby.
You'll get those rights one way or another.
By the Foo Fighters.
At the time, Blue's internet persona was known as Eliza Knows, but she has turned off all other alts, including Eliza Cuts and Eliza Saya. I can't pronounce that. Motherland appears to be Eliza's true surname. Okay, doesn't matter. Others. Currently, several creators, including Brittany Ventney, The Quartering, Yellow Flash Guy, and Camelot331, have been locked out of their accounts, sparking the hashtag Free Brittany Ventney and others. While some of Ventney's tweets have been removed, one is still available and asked Blue to make clarifications based on the original Twitter threads posted. Manuel Defango. Is that saying that right? Defango? Defang? If I had a name like Defang, I'd want to change it. Defango is a podcaster who knew Blue personally from social circles of the makeup mogul Jeffree Star. The details a timeline of Blue's many internet personas and endeavors. Okay. We hung out quite a bit in 2009. I guess these are the tweets in question. It's sensitive. Hey, it's a sensitive topic. You don't have to go into detail about being trafficked. Yeah, this is the tweet that she had shown on her video. I'm hoping you can clarify this thread. There's claims and videos from this thread that conflict with the timelines you gave, and could distract you from your anti-trafficking messaging. That's good, right? Like confront the problem. She's just asking to confront.
That sounds like a reporter statement.
I mean, I don't see any.
To me. That sounds like press.
Does it?
It does. The way she approached that.
Okay. I mean, is that
Expose.
yeah.
She's a great big phony.
Let's see. Yeah, is this even going to go? Is it going? Okay.
Yeah, it sounded like Brittany was very professional. She's not even a reporter, and she approached it like a reporter.
Well, also, because honest to God, like if you're asking an honest question about someone who is saying that they have been trafficked and they're anti-trafficking and they're a survivor of that, like you want to be sensitive to that. Like that, absolutely, you want to be respectful. But that respect got her blocked. I didn't get her blocked. We got her Twitter account taken off. Let's see. DeFango's thread posted on December 26, 2022 has a shit ton of views. To date, it was created in the wake of the Blue blocking DeFango, which she reportedly done to many users who ask her questions. Don't ask me. I mean, that's kind of, is that a warning sign in itself? Like, what
don't ask me questions?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, whenever you start off an interview with "Don't ask me questions," that's usually a red flag. So I would say this is probably similar to that.
Okay, all right.
If you're on the side of truth, you should have no problems answering anything.
Yeah, especially if you don't have anything to hide, right?
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
If you were abused, or if you were trafficked, or if you were put through anything like that, if you're a victim, a survivor, then you'd want to confront that. At least I would think. Especially if you're a social media personality, there's kind of, at that point, your story is what you're doing. Your story is a part of why you are fighting what you're fighting, and to hide, it's like, are you protecting your abuser, or what is going on at that point? It's a red flag to me. Let's see.
I mean,
Meanwhile,
if you're an advocate, you would use your experience to advocate.
Well, yeah, you would think.
Like,
Or if you're living a lie, you
Yeah.
may want to not, expose yourself and unthread that thread that's gonna make your life fall apart.
Food for thought. Yes.
Have you guys ever seen those interrogation videos where they show teen serial killer finally caught, or woman who killed her husband caught and interrogated, and they show some of the techniques that the interrogator uses, and liars tend to go one of two routes, and both of them are the extremes. They either undershare and they do the I don't want to answer those questions, or they overshare and they don't give you what a normal person would answer when you say hey, did you kill so and so? And they're like, well, actually, Monday morning I went into the Quickie Mart and I saw this and there was this and this, and it was like, that's not what I asked you. And it's.
It's called the politician answer. It's like when you give a simple answer to your question, and they give you a 5-minute runaround that doesn't even address exactly what you asked them. That's what politicians do.
Yeah, and that's why they're all liars.
Yep.
Meanwhile, a journalist for the Post Millennial, Andy No, has taken the side of the lockdown creators, citing fair use. He tweeted to the head of Twitter, Trust and Safety, Ella Irwin, that this seems to be a wrongful application and use of the terms of services. Another user reported that they were told to remove 20 tweets to regain access to their account. In the comments, the user tags Irwin, noting that no reason was offered for the rules that had been broken, and Irwin citing legal notice of unauthorized use of media. I mean, it sounds like if she was working with Twitter, then it's not just Elon; it's probably the people that are still there. And working with them to take down, child images or anything that could be considered child. That's good. But do you think that? I think this is a case of having the right friends and censoring or silencing people that are either asking questions or said something that their friend didn't like. I think it's an abuse of power.
Well, you're in a public space. You don't have control over other people's opinions. You can block them, sure. But banning them, it's that Tyrion Lannister quote, the one about when you cut a man's tongue out, you're not afraid of, what he has, or something along the lines of, you're not afraid of him spreading lies, you're more afraid of him spreading the truth. I'm butchering the shit out of that. But the idea is that, if you don't like somebody interacting with you, that's what the block button is for. The banning means you're now silencing that person for talking to anybody else. And that to me is very wrong.
Yeah, if you're going to do that, you have to be like, a major corporation or a Hollywood executive and have what they like to call an NDA. Outside of that, you're just wrong.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. What do you think, Tickle Truck?
I'm trying to steelman her argument as much as I can without knowing much about her.
Okay.
Even if she's telling the truth that let's say she didn't sign an NDA or something, or she didn't sign her likeness away for the video and they used it anyway. Even if someone else is putting up a clip of that video where they don't have permission to use her likeness, that shouldn't be grounds to take your account down. That doesn't make any sense. Like, what if you're reporting on it? Like, isn't there? I don't know American law, so I'm Canadian and all.
Yeah, you're weird. It's all right. We know.
Yeah, no kidding, Nate.
Yeah. What are you saying? I look Canadian? Is that it? Racist.
Don't call me friend, buddy.
Don't call me buddy, guy.
We could go on forever.
Hey, fuck you, buddy.
Fuck you, buddy. What are you doing? I'm wishing cancer.
Yeah.
I'm wishing you cancer.
The Twitterverse.
Fuck Canada.
Damn.
Jeez.
The Twitterverse notes that Blue and Irwin found each other on the platform. Both Irwin and Blue were hosts of Twitter Spaces that even included Musk on December 10th, 2022. It seems clear that Irwin has personally engaged with Blue in the Blue matter, having given several explanations for the widespread censorship and user shutouts. Blue called it non-consensual photo, but it's hard to believe that World Star Hip Hop Eye Candy didn't include the photo release. YouTube removes the after after hosting it for 7 years, saying that there is a third-party rights claim. Twitter's Irwin says there was a legal notice of unauthorized media. While the legal rights battle is teeing up, and the platforms comply with a thinly veiled yet easily debunked claims, nobody is supposed to find the irony that Blue and Twitter's continued free speech claims. Just days before she had creators targeted over seemingly fair use content, Blue says free speech is the hill she will die on.
What? Yeah, that's the biggest hypocrisy I've seen. Like, free speech, yet I'm silencing people who are detractors.
Is she the greatest troll of our generation? Is this what's happening now?
Yes.
It does get to a point where you just feel like you're being fucked with, right?
Yo. Oh.
Yeah. I don't know. Elon's a great troll, so she's in the same group. Same crew of people. Blue noted that Twitter's immediate action removing the media content would result in sparing them from her planned legal action. Is she planning legal action against the videographer Gabriel Hartz, or just some Twitter accounts that asked her to explain her parts of her story? Is she suing World Star Hip Hop 7 years later with claims of non-consensual images? I don't think so. In fact, Blue is on the video talking about how happy she was about the World Star video, calling it a piece to the puzzle. All right. Well, I mean, yeah, make that money, girl. And famously, Blue doesn't go after her alleged sex trafficker posting in 2020 that the person still follows her on social media and messages her. So no restraining order then. Right? It's like, what?
Seems pretty cut and dry to me.
Yeah. I'm so confused.
I smell bullshit. There's a bullshitter here. And this bullshitter has made a lot of money. I need to start bullshitting. God damn it.
Yeah, no kidding, huh?
Really? My former trapper still follows me on social media. Why would you not have a restraining order? Why would you not protect yourself? That's somebody who's looking for trouble. Like, if that's reality, that's like, thank you for giving me attention. Now I have something more to cry about.
This chick is just clearly upset with Venti and the quartering and Yellow Flash, and it has nothing to do with this video. It has not. They basically pointed out her hypocrisy essentially, and rather than owning up to it and be like, "Wow, that is a messed up double standard," or something, which nobody does online. Let's face it, nobody's like that. But instead, she throws the tantrum and gets wields whatever power she has, because apparently she's a victim here, yet she has more power than Venti, the quartering, and Yellow Flash, and they just got deplatformed.
Yeah.
Like,
well,
I don't care what the issue is here. The point is you got people deplatformed that didn't violate the rules.
Yep.
I think that no matter if you're a full of shit, and if you're the most honest person in the world, I don't care if your take is horrible. I don't care. You should have the ability to speak.
Own it.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's
the thing is, like, I'm not friends with any of those aforementioned people. Like, I don't know them. I can't say that I like them or hate them, but I don't care. That's not the point here. Like, they have every right to stay on a platform, regardless of, they could have been raging assholes, okay? And that's what the block button is for.
Yep.
That's not what the ban hammer's for. Like, what the hell?
It's like those people who, like I said, they get their little groups together and they just like mass flag and mass target anyone who says anything negative about them, because to them negative opinion is akin to violence, so it has to be taken down at any step of the way, right?
It hurts, man. All right, negative opinions hurt. You understand? It's a personal attack. You're destroying someone by having the wrong.
Well, remember what they said: sticks and stones may hurt your bones, but words will literally kill me. So.
Oh, trigger in my safe space.
Oh man, yes. Real quick before we move on to the final topic, Stephen Dorff article from Bounding into Comics, guys. Please support Bounding into Comics, all the hard work they do.
Oh yeah,
support their YouTube channel, and just want to give them a shout every single time. I'm gonna further kick at Mama Susan for a minute, and we're gonna talk about this Project Veritas video that's gotten 20 million views.
Is this real life? I'm a liar.
Didn't YouTube take this video down recently too, though?
Yep, everybody did. They scrubbed this.
Really?
Try to find this guy's LinkedIn. It doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah, so I'm just making sure that they don't try to pop you for playing this one.
Yeah.
Okay, well then I'm going to thank you for my. I'm going to take the
yeah, good call, society.
Hold on. Hold on. Let's take the audio
Neo.
off. There we go.
Just leaning backwards, and the bullets are going right past him.
Yeah. Speaking of bullshitters, now when something like this happens, and things get scrubbed off of platforms for
political
reasons, a grain of truth involved? Yeah. Do you think there might be? Yeah. But
how much money did Pfizer give Google in the last couple of years? Because that may explain some of the recent policies regarding misinformation.
Yep.
It's a fair question.
Well, we're all concerned about. Oh, sorry.
Go ahead, brother.
Well, I just want to add, like, we're all concerned about the whole separation of church and state thing. Nobody's asking about the separation of corporation and state. Here's what happened.
You have the World Economic Forum outright calling for more quote unquote collaboration between the government and corporations, which means that corporations become the government's loophole around the Constitution. That's essentially what it becomes.
Yep. It's like, have you not read any dystopian horror books from like the 50s onwards? Like,
yeah. Like all these people whining about fascism. It's like, yeah, what did Mussolini say about corporations and the government working together?
Yeah.
There was something around that about fascism. I know. It frees my mind right now.
Yep.
You would think after all this time, that people would be allowed to talk about this topic. You remember when coup first started? Nobody could even mention it. We had to invent the word "coof" just to even talk about it. We can't put in a tag, can't put in a description. Your channel under threat.
Everyone had to say the jab because you couldn't say the V word anymore.
Or beer bug.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Dude, my hat's off to the heroes in China that vanished. Do you remember the guy that's like, F you, CCP, you think I'm afraid of you? He's like, this thing got out and this is how it's killing people and blah, I'm gonna die. And he disappeared.
Yep.
His words, but his words got out. And sadly, people are ignoring it now. Like all those protesters that when they did the lockups and the apartments burned and killed all those people and all the people that are starving to death because their doors are welded shut.
Into their homes.
Yeah, they went to they did protests and guess what? 100,000 people. That's 100. That's 6 feet. That's a lot of people. But when you have a weaponized, overpopulated country like China, 100,000 people disappearing, no big deal. So 100,000 people just vanished. They all disappeared. Their phones geolocated them. Even people that weren't even involved, they're just in the neighborhood. They all died. They all vanished. And I saw on that Laoway thing, it was so heartbreaking. This like 15-year-old girl, she's like, if you're seeing this, I gave this phone to my friend and she's going to release this footage. I'm dead. By the time you see this video, I'm dead. They disappear us. We get arbitrarily arrested for no reason. And we're gone. Don't let my death be forgotten. Yeah. Imagine being that freaking ballsy as a kid to know you're dead and you have to make a will like that. But 100,000 people, you disappear. Nobody cares because your country's like the human rat utopia experiment or the mouse utopia experiment, where they overpopulate, and the more population, they just kill you. Nobody cares.
But it's important to remember that it's not real communism. That's the takeaway.
That's right. Thank you.
The Chinese Communist Party is not real communism.
Yeah, the communists would never do anything like this.
Yeah, nor is it anything like fascism.
Yep.
All,
yeah.
Even though there's
right?
two sides of the same coin.
Yeah, they're not two sides of the same coin or anything.
Mm-hmm. No, fascism today is a hockey player refusing to wear a rainbow shirt during the game. That's fascism.
Right. God. Right. Let's see. I don't think. You know what, Vestra? Maybe we should take out bets on how long this man is still going to be alive.
I know. That's why he flipped out. Like the reactions he made as somebody that knows they're done.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that video.
The 7 stages of grief in that video.
Well,
or the 5 stages.
yeah, I mean, especially when you work for Pfizer. I mean, you know, we're talking about a company that's willing to do anything to protect their secrets at the moment. And I was thinking to myself too, have you guys been following this whole Damar Hamlin situation? Did you guys happen to talk about that one last week?
What is up with that? He pulled a Michael Jackson, dude. He had like the face mask and stuff. It's like, that's not him. Like,
so if you guys hadn't followed this, about almost a month ago, a football player just dropped dead right in the middle of the field during a Monday night game and had to be resuscitated. They had to do CPR for like 12 minutes, as they said, at least 12 minutes, but made it to the hospital. He seemingly recovered and, you know, made full recovery, which was good. But a couple weeks ago, they were doing it was the Bills and the Bengals playing in Buffalo, and they said, hey, Damar Hamlin's going to attend the game. And what it was some guy who we are told is Damar Hamlin wearing a full flash like mask, like all above lower above his face, sunglasses, and a hoodie, right? Which means that it literally could have been anybody. Like, we didn't hear him speak. We didn't like see his face clearly or anything like that. And then during the game, he's in the press box, and it's snowing too. So it's like you can barely see him in the press box while it's snowing. He's going, "Hey everyone, hey!" And it's like that's very, very odd, right? And then as the game is over, he leaves the press box. There's like 5 or 6 security guards like surrounding the press box. He just goes straight into the elevator and leaves, so like no one can see his face. And everyone was like, "Oh no, that was totally Damar Hamlin." And we're like, what the hell? What is that, right? So you start thinking. So you're thinking like one of two things is happening here. Either this guy, they put a double out there because maybe Damar Hamlin isn't as okay as people say he is, or the other worst case scenario is that maybe he never got resuscitated during that Monday night game. And there's a massive cover up going here. Because keep in mind, when they were at the hospital in Cincinnati where this whole thing happened, one of the reporters were like, "Hey, the government just showed up with our people." And it's weird. They said they're here for an emergency response against, you know, I guess they were saying conspiracy theories, something like that, but there was no threat against the hospital like whatsoever. And they thought it very odd that literally the federal government would just show up after a football player died on Monday Night Football. So it was like, so what is going on here? Like, what is the real deal here?
Well, this reminds me of when the truck that was carrying the vaccines the jabs got into a accident and like tipped over or whatever, and they cordoned off the road, and then they shut down the airspace over the car. What the hell, man? Like, how stupid do you think we are? It's like that kind of response is needed for this stuff. Like, oh, that's normal. Like,
it's just politicians being stupid, not knowing what the hell's going on.
Yeah. Well, it's like that
could have been
level of
perfectly
effort.
safe, and they would close it off anyway.
But like we've never done that for like a measles vaccine or for
sure.
like,
But like I said, like, you know,
the polio vaccine.
Find me an
never got
intelligent
that.
politician, and I'll find you a liar.
Yeah, that's true. But it just like with the Damar thing, it's like seriously, like how stupid do they think we are? Like, dude, that's not Damar. Like
and I heard people saying that, oh no, he was wearing the mask because it was cold outside and he was trying to protect his lungs. It was like, well, if that was the case, he would not be at a football game right now if he was that incapacitated that he couldn't handle cold air. Like, he would be at home recovering. He wouldn't even be there to begin with. So and then other people were also bringing up the fact that it's like, if they were doing CPR as long as they said that they were doing, like, he would have like broken ribs, and this is only like a few weeks ago. So it's like, if that is the case, he would be like struggling like to breathe. Like, it would still hurt to breathe, like trying to recover from a broken rib. I'm not sure if any of you guys ever suffered a broken rib or a crap rib before, but it is not pleasant. It takes a while to recover.
Yeah, you don't move at all. Like when you get up and like you don't turn your torso, like that hurts to even lift an arm.
Yeah.
Man, so yeah, I guess there he is, huh? That's
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 him.
tomorrow.
yeah. Yeah, obviously, is that him? So, Jesus,
Wow,
I didn't even know about this story.
he really
I
is
didn't know about
sickly. He's like Birdie in the first Street Fighter.
So the moral of the story is just don't question anything you see. It's just accept
Absolutely not.
everything.
And it could be him. We just don't. But it seems fishy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Seems very
seems
fishy.
real fishy. Like, why would you even go to that level? Like, he could have even made a video from his hospital bed, just giving a thumbs up.
Yeah.
You know,
Probably
proof
would
of
have
life.
been PR.
Could just
too.
did like a video
Right.
from home, just like kind of a hype up message for like
Yep.
the fans and the players there. No one would have
Yeah.
batted an eye.
Yep, wrestlers do that all the time. You know, like they get like incapacitated in the ring, broken neck or whatever, and they'll make like a video like "Thanks for supporting me," you know, thumbs up, whatever.
Yeah. All he had to do was do a video from home saying, "Hey, thanks for the prayers and the support and go Bills," and no one would have said a word.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
It'll be
This
interesting to
is
see what
just-
happens down the road too. See what
Oh,
happens. See if
he's
if he
gonna
comes
either
back
get
or
into
not.
an accident. Dude, he's either gonna get into
That's
an
how
accident
you
or
know
die.
something's going on.
Yeah,
If something happens where he like mysteriously dies in a completely unrelated accident, like a week after, it's like okay, like
Normally,
It was
I'm the one in the
anything.
room
It was
who's
anything but a heart attack. Anything but.
yeah.
Those are the jabs. He got hit by a car. We swear. It's just an unmarked black vehicle, like tinted windows. Like,
Yeah, if he got T-boned, that's it, America. Move on.
tree landed on him. I don't know how that happened.
Yeah, exactly.
You say tree? All right.
Oh, hey,
No, easy.
Okay. All right. Final
Walton,
topic.
look into the tree. Look into the tree.
Stop.
oh no!
Bigger. It's bigger than before.
Yeah, it is a little bit. Well,
Yeah.
you got to keep going. You got to keep going up because it does. The same tree doesn't do the same for you anymore. You know.
Oh
Like
yeah.
drugs.
Oh, is that the tree that one of those self-driving Teslas is going to cream into you when you start asking the wrong questions?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna put that away. I don't want to.
So from bounding into comics, we have original Blade star Stephen Dorff blasts modern comic book fans. They're making a bunch of money, but the movies suck. This is from Spencer. Guys, please go check out Spencer and bounding into
right.
comics and support them. And all the good work
Truer
they do over there.
words.
Yep.
Like Spencer
About
gets
movies
enough
today has
support.
not been spoken.
Yeah, let's see if I can actually get my work. All right, thank you. In an opinion of original Blade star Stephen Dorff, despite the odd exception, modern comic book movies are not just interesting, but they're also outright garbage. Man,
A lot.
I mean,
yes?
is it? I mean, a lot. Some of them have been fun, but I mean,
Oh, sure,
Well,
yeah.
you know,
Last
it's
Days
funny.
hasn't been.
I just did an article on Bounding yesterday about the 30 ranked MCU films from start to finish. And out of 30 of them, in all honesty, there's probably about 5 that I would consider like must-watch movies. All the rest of them are pretty either bad or just mediocre.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I was actually going to cover the top 30 list, but maybe I'll bring that up in a minute. Since the
I didn't
author-
spoil it yet.
Go read it.
Dorff, who many may remember in his role as the villainous Deacon Frost in the original cinematic
Frost.
adaptation of Marvel's Blade. I thought it was a good. I like that movie. I like this.
Dude, I
I
love
still
the
love
first
that movie.
Blade.
Unironically.
It's amazing.
Yeah, Blade 2
offered
can
us-
go away.
I like Blade
3,
2.
not so
I
much.
like that. 3.
Have you heard all the rumors about the new Blade movie?
Yeah, they had to
I've
like
heard
scrub it,
some.
like rewrite it, and
Yeah, apparently, from what I heard, their internal plan was initially that they were going to set up a storyline where Blade gets taken over by his daughter, quote unquote.
Yes.
And
Oh,
then she
God.
becomes the new Blade.
Oh.
Yep.
And then that may have had something to do with the director saying, "Yeah, I'm out of here." So I'm
I
not
don't
doing-
blame it. Do you know how common that is now? It's like nothing says female empowerment, like replacing a
Oh, yeah.
well-loved established.
Yeah,
male
like
character.
hand-me-downs.
Well,
Yep.
if you look at the management at Marvel Comics, Marvel Entertainment right now, like Victoria Alonso, then Glad Sarah Kate Ellis, and then there's like another one I can't think of off the top of my head, but pretty much all the leadership now are like lesbians, pretty much.
Yep.
So if you're
Yeah, and
wondering
they're
why
also-
all of your traditional male heroes being replaced by women, there's a reason.
Yeah, and they're all
Dude, we need
sexist
the
because-
patriarchy back. We need the patriarchy back in our
Yeah.
media bad.
Yeah, and they're all
Hashtag
sexist.
that shit.
Like,
Bring the
I now
patriarchy
understand how the Taliban feels about women. I'm just gonna throw it.
Hashtag Islamic rights.
back. What were you saying, Mr. Tickle Trump?
It said they're all sexist against women as well because they won't give them their own movies. They want to take all of the titles from men and give them hand-me-downs as actual life states.
Who was
These
the
lesbians that are
like-
running it. Are
it's like
they're
Chris
all
Rock-
femme lesbians.
Yeah, exactly. It's like Chris Rock said years ago. It's like, I'm not saying he should have killed her, but I understand.
Oh yeah. Wait, did I get my OJ prize?
Yeah.
I can't remember, was it Emily Blunt, the one who was in Edge of Tomorrow, where she's like, if I see in the script strong, empowered woman or whatever,
Yes.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna pass.
She,
And
yeah,
I
she
don't
rolls,
blame her.
she rolls her eyes and puts it down.
Yep, good for her, man.
Yeah.
It's so tiring. These angry lesbians that hate men, like, you know, it sucks because it's screwing over men, obviously, because they demonize all men,
And they're giving
but they also
lesbians a
screw
bad
over
name.
women.
Yeah,
They're
giving
screwing
lesbians a
over
bad
lesbians too. Yeah. Tell you, man.
Well, hey, Disney has a. I'll just go say real quick. Disney has a show coming out called Echo, which is Native American, one-legged, deaf, possible lesbian superhero. And that show's coming out on Disney Plus either later this year or at the beginning of next year. So
They checked
yeah.
every box twice with that.
my
With
God.
that.
Well, come on. The Living Color did it first. They called it Handyman.
But the concept comic book movies aren't crap to people who don't care about comic books. That's the demographic, not you.
Yeah.
man.
No,
Oh,
I have. Hey,
What's up, Soldier Spirit? How you doing,
Greetings.
man?
Happy
Hey.
Saturday.
How's it going, man?
Saturday, brother. What's going
How
on?
you guys
talking,
doing?
we're doing all right. We're just talking about shit that sucks. You know, it's what we do.
Oh, the norm. Yeah. Same thing every day. Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you looking?
What are we going to talk about this time, Pinky? The same thing we do every day. Shit that sucks.
the pinky, and the brain.
We were talking about
I've been-
Stephen Dorff saying that Hollywood superhero movies suck.
Oh, yeah.
You know, the adaptations suck. I mean, and we were discussing Blade 2. Not Blade 2, I'm sorry. The new Blade that's coming out. Apparently,
Yeah.
they had to scrap the script because they were going to change the Blade's daughter as the hero, like they do.
Like every other thing.
Yes. The lesbians, they're femme lesbians, and they want a butch. They want a butch on screen, so.
Yeah,
And did
by
they
the
finally
way,
acknowledge that nobody is going to like that? And they... So,
oh no,
do
no,
we
they're
want
just
money?
gonna call you. They're just gonna call you a sexist and double down. That's their plan.
Yeah. Okay, I'm a sexist. Fine. I'm still not buying your freaking tickets.
But my point is, they scrapped the script like they should have with Thor: Love and Thunder and so many other projects. So I'm saying, like, are they actually learning this time that we don't want this shit?
No, it's propaganda, dude. They're gonna keep pushing this. Like, they're not. They realize they're losing money, but they're making money back from like BlackRock and all these other companies that are subsidizing them. Hell,
That's
American
drying up,
taxpayers
though.
are.
That's
So
drying
does
up
Get
real
Woke Go
fast.
Broke even apply anymore? You know, like, does that even matter? Go ahead, brother.
If you can't economically starve somebody out of, like, if you can't make failures go away by starving them financially, you no longer have capitalism. I mean, that's the whole point of capitalism, is like the only color that matters in capitalism is green. Okay. We don't care if it's black, white, Asian, whatever. We don't care if it's a woman, a man, a gay dude, or whatever. As long as it's good and people are paying for it, it's going to make money and it's going to keep going. The problem, though, is we're seeing what happens when natural selection is overridden by this synthetic bolstering of finances.
Yep.
And unfortunately, as much as BlackRock is doing this, and they've got billions upon billions to do this, well, it's also being federally subsidized. We are being forced at gunpoint by our government under threat of violence and incarceration, because that's taxation, essentially. Taxation is theft. You know, they're taking our money and telling us to put it in these stupid, crappy movies that nobody cares about. That's telling us that, like, gay lesbian Muppets are like the greatest thing ever.
Hey,
And
You want to raise your kids. I would say you want to raise your kids libertarian. Tell them that taxes is what you pay the government to stay out of jail.
yeah, exactly. That's you know, like I don't mind.
I wouldn't complain for some hot girl on girl Muppet action.
everyone liked you.
Is it just me?
We're besties now.
It tickles. No,
If you said cartoon, I would have climaxed it right here.
Tina this says new late actor is supposedly pissed off about the delay. Also,
Yeah.
I can't think of his
He
name.
should
The guy
quit.
that's doing Blade now.
Marshall Ali or something like that.
Yeah.
Somewhere around there.
Dude, he was awesome in Luke Cage, man. He made that.
He
series.
was.
Yep.
Luke Cage. Yeah,
And
Luke Cage.
then when
was
they
good.
took him out, when they took out Cottonmouth and put in whatever like the main baddie was, I kind of lost interest, honestly.
Yeah.
Like Cottonmouth.
Yeah, did you look? Did you look forward to those Iron Fist crossovers? What
Remember, only Asians can be martial artists.
Yeah.
So racist.
That's come from
Says
half
guy.
Asian guys. I'm just saying.
Only Asians can do karate. Nobody else.
But I'm Chinese. We don't know karate. Yeah, shut up, Asian.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's see. Making its premiere at this year's Sundance Film Festival, Divinity presents a world where a scientist, Sterling Pierce, Scott Bakula, I like Scott Bakula, has successfully managed to manufacture a drug, the titular divinity. I like that word, titular, which bestows its users with some sort of pseudo immortality. Disgusted with how the majority of the world is now chokingly addicted to divinity, two brothers. Okay, I didn't even read what this is. Where's Dorff? There we go. Let's see. Dorff says, asked by Nick Skager if it is difficult to find the mainstream projects that are as interesting and challenging as something like Divinity. To which the actor replied, "I mean, mainstream movies with the few movies that are coming out in theaters are doing well, like Avatar and Top Gun. I don't even know what that is, and it's all stupid to me. I think that film festivals are, in a way, kind of silly, with the exception of it brings filmmakers and people together and gets the audience to see your movie, and you can launch it and sell it there." Dorff opinion. But in general, most of the movies are selling to streamers anyway, so it's not really about cinema. I think Divinity should be bought by the majors, and if the majors were smart, if DC or any of these companies were doing cool things, they would look to the next Divinity because it's the future, not making Black Adam worthless garbage over and over again.
Oh, burn!
Oh, yeah,
Shots fired.
That was a shot fired. Let's see. I see. Later,
So far,
speaking on the
nothing you
same
said is
sentiment,
wrong.
No, I know. I'm agreeing with it.
following an inquiry by Shiger as to what, if any, other genres besides comedy you'd like to try and revisit, Dorff declared that he would give comic book movies another shot, if not for the fact that their quality has spiked, regardless of production studio in recent years.
Not has,
Like-
had spiked.
Had spiked.
So he's saying they were good in the past.
Right.
Now they're
Thank
down
you.
spin.
Yeah, I mean, they're not as good anymore. I liked the MCU build up to most of those movies up into Endgame, but since then,
Endgame and the two before that were very lukewarm.
I think they should have stopped at Infinity Wars. Just have Thanos win and then be like, the end.
Right.
Goodbye.
Yeah,
Credits.
that'd have been awesome.
Roll credits.
smiling, just sitting there after his work's done, looking
Stark,
out at the
I
field.
don't feel so good. Roll credits.
You know what? That might have actually been genius, because all you have to do is tell the audience, well, we're going to come back to that later on. In the meantime, here's some new people.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
Or
this
read
is
the
all
books.
going to connect, so then everyone would be sitting at the edge of their seat waiting for that sort of thing to come up. And they would have time to
Or-
do a good movie.
Or
Like the
they
Empire
could have
Strikes
just moved on, like as in, hey, look, it's 5 years later and half your superheroes that you like are dead, and here's the reality. But it's like, no, we have to bring him back. You know, we have to bring Spider-Boy back. It's like, oh, great, yeah, let's do that.
Yeah.
Remember when you killed off Black
that's such a
Panther?
good idea.
Remember when you killed off Black Panther only to bring him back, only for the actor to die like a year later?
They should have recast him. I mean, as much
Yeah.
God, what's his name? The actor that played Black Panther. That guy was awesome.
Chadwick Boseman.
Yeah, Chadwick Boseman was a badass man. Like he was suffering, and he's like Raul Julia. He kept it quiet and did his job, and dude, he's got my respect. But like, they did it with Terrence Howard, and when they did Rhodey, why couldn't they do it with T'Challa? Like
They should have kept Terrence Howard.
yeah,
Isn't
damn
it
straight.
funny? Isn't it funny to think that here's all these movies that are coming out that they're saying that we're sexist or racist for not liking, but none of that really came up with Black Panther. And why is that? Because it was a good movie and everyone liked Chadwick Boseman.
Hell yeah. Well,
If
I
they
liked it
want
because it was
to
the
go with
best
that
samurai
racism
film.
angle, then you would think that'd be the ultimate movie that a supposed racist would absolutely hate, right?
Yeah.
Sorry, I had to go on that rant.
No, that's all right. They
It's
covered
so-
him up in
so
China
true.
posters.
Yeah.
You would.
Well, the thing. Oh, sorry.
Go ahead, brother.
I just wanted to add, like, the thing that I liked about Black Panther, and I know a lot of people, a lot of critics, a lot of my friends really didn't like it, but the thing that I liked about it was the best, like, Kurosawa samurai film I've seen in a long time. Seriously, like, if you take out the African context and you put that as like the warlords, the daimyos fighting, it's a pretty badass story. You know, like the CGI at the end kind of sucked for me, but like, you got this guy that's like, look, man, we're about to open out into the rest of the world, the way that Japan did for the Western, the Westernization of Japan and stuff. And it was like, oh, that's badass, because like they have all this super tech, they got all this cool stuff, and they got this dude that basically could wreck face, like in, I think it was Captain America: Winter Soldier, where you got to see T'Challa basically kick the shit. Like, you were generally afraid of him when he was going after the Captain America. You're like, I don't think Cap can take this guy.
Yeah. Yeah. I like Black Panther. I like the connection to the '90s, the story itself. I was a fan. I like that movie. And it's a shame all the bullshit criticism that was going on around it. Like, don't take my black joy and all that shit. It's like, why are you trying to make this movie terrible? Why are you trying?
I was told not to see it. I was told not to see it. I was like, fuck, yo, I heard my boy tell me. I'm like, wait, what? They're like, yeah, don't go see that. That's our movie. I'm like, you made this movie? Like, I got a friend that designed the costumes for this, and he's Filipino. Like,
people make that movie like part of their like cultural cause. It's like, you do realize it's a Disney film, right?
That was genius marketing, because what people were convinced of is if you go to see this movie, you're fighting racism.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
That was genius marketing. And I have a hot take about that movie. I didn't like it one bit. You know why? Because it's racist. You know why? The most technological civilization on the planet decides their leadership with trial by combat.
Yeah. That's the
we need smart people. Let's decide by who can punch the hardest.
That's a problem with Wakanda in and of itself. Is just the fact that it's supposed to be this super technology advanced first world country, but all of their traditions and culture are third world.
Yeah.
Or like when they had that guy in that really nice like green outfit, and then he had like the little jade lip plate, and it's like, would he have that? Like.
Or if you watch Black Panther 2, the Wakanda Forever, it's like they have like the shields that like surround all of Wakanda, but you lower the shields by playing water drums, and that's how you lower the shields.
Yeah, that's not racist at all.
Yeah. That's a real thing. I didn't just make that up either.
That's like going to Poland. They have a shield that you have to polka to bring down.
Yeah. Accordion there. Yeah.
Thunderduck says top 5 MCU movies, not in order: Infinity War, Winter Soldier, Avengers, Civil War, Iron Man. What do you guys think?
I kind of agree with that. I Civil War I liked. Winter Soldier to me was like the Empire Strikes Back of the series. Mm-hmm. Like it really stuck out as freaking amazing.
Yeah.
Infinity War I liked how it. And again, it's a cynical bastard to me. I liked how it ended. I liked how they lost. Mm-hmm. And it was, there was all these things like hashtags Thanos was right and all this stuff. But like it to me, it was a bittersweet ending. And I think Hollywood is too afraid to do that. Like they can't give the unhappy ending. So we have to get that.
Or not Dark City. What am I thinking of? Sin City ending.
Yeah. Or Fight Club ending. You know, when the buildings are blowing up all around and stuff. Like sometimes that makes for badass. But because these aren't movies, these are amusement park rides. You have to have the happy ending at the end. And to me, Robert Downey Jr. made the MCU. And when you got rid of him, you got rid of the MCU.
Mm.
But hey, they're bringing him back in Secret Wars, just like they're bringing back literally everyone who's ever been in any Marvel movie ever in existence.
Oh, give us money. You still love us, right, everyone?
I didn't know
bringing them back.
Are they bringing him back as a Skrull, or is it actually Tony Stark?
So the word that's going out right now is that with the whole Kang series and Secret Wars is that they're doing a multiverse war where they're bringing back literally anyone who's been in any Marvel movie ever. So it's like if you were in the X-Men movies, if you were in the Fantastic Four, if you were in like anything that was outside of like the MCU that they currently own, then they'll probably bring those people in for the next Avengers film.
Watch, there's probably going to be like all these predictions for what all this multiverse stuff is going to happen and all these amazing things we're going to see. It's going to end up being Doctor Strange 2 bullshit all over again and just suck.
Yeah.
I'm trying to kill myself and it's not working.
Yeah, if you want to bring up my list real quick, because I had a top 5 that, I didn't know if it was a spoiler or not.
Hell yeah.
So here, I should bring it up just real quick. So I have to pull this one. Let me see here. There we go. Got so many screens popping up around here. Yeah, you see John's tab list is just absolutely ridiculous. So yeah, I did the 30 MCU films ranked from best to worst. So let's see if you guys agree with my list here. Keep in mind, this is my list. You know, no one paid you to write a list, so
Best
if you
to
don't
worst
like
or
it.
worst to best.
Your opinion is wrong.
Yeah, exactly right. So here we have number 30, which was Internals. I don't know if anyone disagrees with that
Okay,
one, but I
when
have
you started
Internals.
this, you said best to worst.
No, worst to best.
Okay, there we go. Good.
Yeah. So
wanna
Internals, number 30. That's my worst film in the MCU. I'm not sure anyone disagrees with that one, but yeah, that one was absolute garbage. Let's see
I
here.
might put Love and Thunder as the worst.
Well, that's 29.
Just so happens, Love and Thunder's number 29. So you weren't far off.
I kind of figured.
Battle for the bottom.
The two people who I was glad that they took out of the Thor universe, they brought them back, Kat Dennings and Natalie Portman, and hopefully we never see any of them again. 28 is Thor: The Dark World, so the second Thor movie, which is also terrible.
Yeah.
That was a waste.
Yeah. Number 27, Iron Man 2.
Yeah.
Hated Iron Man 2.
Bad movie.
Yeah, it was just a giant commercial for the Avengers. Number 26, the first Thor movie.
Yeah.
I did not care for the Thor movie at all.
Okay.
Yeah.
25 here, Iron Man 3. So there was a
Yeah.
lot of the earlier ones were not
Mandarin.
great.
And
The Mandarin, yeah.
Iron Man deserved a lot more respect than that. They should have been better movies.
Did you guys ever see the Chinese cut of Iron Man 3?
No.
So I
no
sailed
Brody?
the high seas. Yar! And I was wondering why in the credits they had Li Fang Fang or B Fang Fang or whatever. I'm like, where the hell was she in the movie? Why did she get a cinematic credit? And then I watched the Chinese version, and apparently American doctors weren't good enough to remove Stark's chest attachment. So he had to go to a special Chinese hospital to get it removed. And there was this whole 30-minute scene of him getting it removed and showing how superior Chinese medicine was to.
Yeah, that was when Disney was really pandering to the Chinese market.
Yeah.
Can you please scroll? She's stealing my soul.
Ignore the death
Staring
camps.
into those eyes.
Is that like a personal attack or something?
Yeah. 24, Captain Marvel. No real big surprise there. It was a very mediocre movie. 23 here, Black Widow.
Yes.
Where Black Widow got outshined in her own movie by the side character. That was a great film.
Yeah.
That explosion. Oh, that explosion was so bad.
Oh, it's awful. 22, Guardians 2.
Yeah.
So the second Guardians film, which is not good. Huge step down from the
I'd
first.
knock it a little higher.
21 was Black Panther 2, the recent one. So this is the last one. This is where it ranks. Movie
got
that probably
to see it.
shouldn't even existed.
No.
Still haven't seen it.
20 is Spider-Man Far From Home. So that was like the second one in between Homecoming and No Way Home. Didn't care for that one much. 19 was Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness.
Oh, that was painful.
The Scarlet Witch movie starring Doctor Strange.
Right.
That was a great movie.
I like making fun of dude. They're making fun of Doctor Strange for not speaking Spanish.
Yeah.
Remember that? They're in the. I'm like, are you serious?
And the acronym was MOM.
Shut up, Whitey. All right.
18, Avengers Age of Ultron.
Yeah.
Yeah. Big disappointment there, especially when you got James Spader
Could've
to play
been better.
Ultron.
Right.
Could've been a lot
James
better.
Spader was awesome in that role.
Yeah.
Yeah.
17, Shang-Chi and the Ten Rings, which is basically their attempt of rewriting the Mandarin character.
Dude, and as somebody that's got Asian in him and loves Asian culture, I couldn't even finish that film.
Really?
Granted, it's Chinese and I'm Korean, but
Well, yeah, that'll do it. So Number 6.
Superpowered Bruce Lee.
yeah.
Number 16, The Incredible Hulk, the Edward Norton film that no one talks about because Edward Norton left the MCU right after this film
I
came out.
know, and I love
Yeah,
that
that sucked.
movie. I wish Ed Norton would have kept. I wish they would have kept him.
Better than Mark Ruffalo, but
Yeah, way better.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
by far.
15, the first Black Panther movie. So Black Panther 1 makes 15, so right at the midpoint.
Okay.
So
Are
this is
you allowed
where the
to say
film.
that's not the best?
Which one? Oh yeah, no.
Is that like
I don't
Biden
care.
logic?
Yeah, exactly.
Does that make you not black?
Yeah, I didn't vote for him, so I lost that privilege. Remember? 14 is the Thor Ragnarok, the third Thor movie. So this is when the films start to get a little bit better now.
In the middle, yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
Ragnarok was fun.
Yeah, it was fun.
13 was Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Yeah. Oof.
Still haven't seen it.
Yep,
Well, it
pretty
gets
solid.
upstaged its own film.
Oh yeah.
Oh, good.
As is going to be the trend for every MCU film now.
Yeah.
Spider-Man: Homecoming, the first MCU Spider-Man film, number 12.
Also fun.
Okay.
All right, number 11 here. I have Endgame. I did not care as much for Endgame as a lot of other people did because I felt like they pretty much undid everything that was interesting in the first movie.
You're not alone. You're not alone in that statement. That's what I hear from a lot of people.
Yep. So now we're in the top 10. My number 10 is Doctor Strange 1, the first one, which actually did a lot of very cool things visually, and it had arguably probably the most creative ending to any MCU film to date. Him with Dormammu and trapping him in time. Yeah.
Yeah, and they had a female co-star who was like pretty much as strong as him, and it didn't take away from the main character.
Right.
Yeah,
because they know how to write.
And,
that was another one they had to rewrite a lot of things because they want to piss off China. So
because he was Tibetan.
Number 9 is the first Ant-Man movie, Ant-Man 1. So
That was a lot of fun.
Yep.
Yeah.
Number 8 is the first Captain America, the first Avenger.
Good movie.
Yeah. I like World War II stuff.
Yep. Number 7 is Infinity War.
Yeah, that's a good place for it.
Number 6 is the first Avengers movie.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they all got together.
Yeah.
I wrote a book watching that movie in the background.
So now we're at the top 5. Number 5, Spider-Man: No Way
Yes.
Home. Don't think anyone could disagree. This is the best
No.
Spider-Man movie they've done so far.
Fantastic.
Yeah, fantastic.
Damn.
Tobey Maguire's back.
Yep. Number 4, Captain America: Civil War.
Yeah.
Which is good because a lot of people like this more than Avengers.
Yep.
Yeah.
It was basically Avengers 2.5. So.
Yep.
Yeah.
Number 3, the first Guardians of the Galaxy movie.
Yeah.
Great movie.
Yeah. Yeah, a bunch of C-listers that nobody cared about, and they actually made you care about them.
Writing everyone.
I
Number
never even
2
heard of Guardians of the Galaxy before that, and I loved it.
Yeah, me too. So
Number 2, the OG Iron Man film, the first
Yeah.
one. that started everything.
Personally, this is my number 1.
Yeah, that would be my number 1 as well.
And then my number 1 on the list is Captain America: Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
great movie.
The Empire Strikes Back, baby.
Yep. And there you go. Those are my top
Good list.
30.
That is a great list.
Yeah, man.
Hell yeah.
Very few disagreements on me.
I think the only disagreement I have is the lower end. I think there are a couple that
Yeah.
can be a little bit higher and a couple
Yeah,
that are just absolute garbage. But
When you get
Yeah.
low enough, it just turns into slop, so it doesn't really matter.
yeah,
Wade
you
through the
just-
murk.
You're
So Thunderbolt-
differentiating one shit between another shit.
Yeah.
So Thunderduck asks, he says, you rank Captain Marvel Wakanda Forever above Thor and Iron Man 3.
What happened now? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I did. Here's the thing. Captain America, like, we all hate Brie Larson, but the movie itself, which is very mediocre to me, like, I didn't have, like, a huge hate for the film itself. Brie Larson is a different story, but I didn't have anything to do with her. And the thing with me is, like, Iron Man 3, I rewatched it recently. It's still a terrible movie because it pretty much destroys AIM. It pretty much destroys Hammer, and it destroys Iron Patriot and the Mandarin all in one film. Those are like 4 major counterparts that you guys could have used in future movies, and you pissed them all away in one movie. So I stand by Iron Man 3 being terrible. And then the Thor movie, I feel absolutely nothing for the Thor movie, so I think it pretty much deserves its spot.
DJ Odyssey asks you, where's Howard the Duck?
Well, you
Oh
see,
my god, yes, you have. Oh my god.
Howard the Duck is a little bit before my time. I think before the MCU's time, so it didn't make the list.
I would personally put it around 15.
All I remember about that movie was duck tits. That's it. Like,
Duck Tits was the
Yeah.
thing of that movie. Oh, guys, appreciate all of you being here. Go ahead, brother.
He's supposed to be in Quantum Mania, isn't he? Did I hear he's coming up in one of these?
Who? Which
Yeah.
one?
Howard the Duck.
Howard the Duck. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They had that end credit scene too, where he actually had a big speaking part with what was the dog there, Astro or Zuleika or whatever.
Yeah, the dog was licking the collector or whatever he's called face, and he's like, "You let that thing do that to you? It's gross."
Yeah.
Tina's upset
Flipping
that
a
Captain
martini.
Marvel was not at the bottom of the list. Oh, thank you, Tina. Thank you for showing up. Girl,
Well, I mean, let's be honest. As much as everyone hated Captain Marvel, I mean, Internals, come on now. Like,
Right,
there's
yeah,
no
that's
defending
right.
Internals.
wait. As ETEP calls it, the magical comm weapons.
Yeah.
oh, man. Well, guys, thank you so much. We got some great live streams coming up. World Rumble's being covered by Angelus Draven.
Oh shit! Yeah, I gotta get over there.
Yep, Sporting News Podcast is going to be having Nerdrotic on his channel over there, guys. Thank you guys so much for being here. Going to do outros real quick.
Woo.
I'm going to let Chris do his because he's going to head over to Angelus Draven's channel.
Schnell, ich kann es euch haben. No,
Go ahead, brother. Tell me where they can find you.
Sure. Yeah, if you want to check out my book, head on over to infinitaalchronicles.com. You get the first 15 pages for free, and if you like the first book, you can buy it on Amazon. Second book is hopefully coming out by the end of this year. And then over on Twitter, as you can see in my handle in the bottom left, at InfinitaleComic, I keep all the news up to date on there, and we do a couple of giveaways every now and then. So yeah, thanks for having me, man.
Absolutely. Anytime, dude. Thank you for showing up. Appreciate you. Next up is our Guest Society Reviews. Tell me where they can find you, bro.
Find me on Society Reviews on YouTube. Find me on Twitch and on Twitter. Like I said, I write for Bounding in the Comics, Bounding in the Sports, and Society Reviews, my own site as well. Go to societyreviews.com. And yeah, this Monday we're on Twitch. We're going to be doing a movie night where we watch the 1986 film Stand By Me. So that should be a fun night on Monday. And then this Tuesday, Barroom Podcast, Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. That's what we got cooking up right now. So yeah, pretty solid.
All right, man. Thank you very much for being here, dude. You're welcome back anytime. Just let me know if you're free.
No problem.
Thanks, dude. And next up is from the Legion of Meaners. Meaners. That's the Meaners.
The Legion of Deaners.
Some of us are kind of mean too. Yeah. Especially us veterans. So one of the other Legion of Meaners, Devil made me do it. Made this incredible background for me just yesterday. Blew me away. I didn't even ask for it. He just did it. And he's like, awesome. Do you mind if I do this? I'm like, are you fucking kidding? That is incredible, man. This is amazing. So
what's up with Biden up in the corner? What happened to him?
Oh yeah, Commander in
drink with fruit. Yeah,
Commander in Chief. Order a drink with fruit, and you get the boot.
I love
it. If you're gonna talk shit, get ready to dig. I don't know. This is not even one of my pictures, but he's got my face in here with whoever the fuck these guys are. I don't know, but that's pretty cool little detail he did there. It's fucking amazing, dude. And right on the same day, my buddy Rastercast, also Legion of Meebers, gave us a new logo. It's our new mascot. I have no name for him, but it's fucking badass. So it says born to meme on the side of the helmet there. So
nice.
It's fucking cool, man.
So
so that's what I was doing before this. I was upgrading. I was giving all the different websites, the Facebook and everything, a nice upgrade with all the new stuff. So yeah, we're moving up, man. Yeah, Vets Talking. We are a veteran organization because essentially in the fellowship there are a lot of military veterans, and I'm collecting them now, like figurines in my collection, and we're all in a chat group, and I tell them where to go, and they come on the stream and we make fun of a lot of shit.
Can you make like little GI Joes for everybody, like all the vets?
That is a good idea.
Squad. Yeah.
That's a good idea. That's a good idea. We got lots of ideas, and one of the ideas that we do every single Saturday is Skinamax Saturday, which will be coming up at 10 Eastern, so I guess in about an hour and a half from now on Vets Talk. You know, always drop the G, and you'll find me on YouTube, on Rumble, on Facebook, every single place. Definitely hit it up at Vets Talk and on Twitter, because sometimes my channels have not been pushed out. Mama Susan already doesn't like me. Go figure. And definitely on Rumble, because we're trying to get to 25 on there so we can talk uncensored without Mama Susan slapping us on the dick all the damn time. And Tuesday, we have the one, the only comics division is coming up on Vets Talking Tuesday at 7:45 Eastern, so you don't want to miss that. And with that being said, thank you for having me on. I hope to see you guys on later on 10 o'clock Eastern on Skinamax Saturday, where we're just gonna have some beers, shoot the shit. We're gonna bitch about a lot of woke crap, especially the woke military. There's some fucked up shit going on in there. So if you want to hear about that, come and join us. That being said, you don't have to be vet to join in the conversation. Just don't be butthurt. You've been warned.
Beautiful, Mike. Thank you, brother. Guys, please check out that up and coming channel, Soldier Spirit. Vets Talking. And next up is what do you promote? What do you do?
Why is this even on me?
I don't know. What do you do?
I
anything to say?
I almost said I do you. I'm here every Saturday at 7 o'clock EST. And someone, another YouTuber, he asked me to play a game with him, so I'm going to do multiplayer in a couple months.
Nice. What game are you playing? Is it Tummy Sticks?
Valheim, possibly.
What?
Valheim.
Okay. All right. Good.
Survival game.
No, Mr. Trunk, thank you very much for being here, dude. Appreciate you. And every week you've been here, man. Thank you. Hail to the chat. Appreciate all you. Thunderduck, thank you for showing up. Gap, Memes of Destruction, being here. Oh, thank you very much. Rocky the Black Dragon, you know I love Black Dragons, says, everyone read this. Invincibility lies in defense. Yes, sir, and hail. Absolutely. We do not kneel. Thank you for being here, brother. Let's see. Thank you, DJ Odyssey, for being here. And Phil TMNT, Keely Chow, always supporting everybody. Appreciate you, brother. Go check out Chris Fisk and support Infinitale Chronicles. Thank you to Vistra. Appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for being here. Tina Bojan, the Lady of Rogue. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. And the Clean Your Peen cheerleader. And Soul Assassin was up here. Appreciate you. Brightest Day, man. Thank you for being here, man. You guys are like my lifeline. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for being here every week. Please remember to support your independent creators out there. And no matter where you're headed or what live stream you are going to, make sure to share out a link and smash the like. And can I find my outro clip? Oh my God, there it is. And I am author Stephen Walton, the Fandom Menace historian. Your historian, born in the chats of the High Council with my brothers and sisters fighting for our modern mythologies. Wash your hands, wash your ass. Be good to each other, yet suffer no fools. Peace.
When you're born in this world, you're given a ticket to the freak show. And when you're born in America, you're given a front row seat.